we're back, and of course this is the segment we call E-Talk, and we are joined by none other, but I'm going to let him introduce himself. But before that, the creative economy has been defined as the ultimate economic resources within a nation, and it's the umbrella under which art, architecture, film, television, music, poetry, sculpture and writing exists. Kenya's creative sector is a vibrant one, brimming with talent and possibility, especially when looked at through the opportunities it affords to the youth of the country. Now, the youth now have renewed hope to explore and exploit a myriad of economic opportunities in the creative industry through film production, and it's now possible through the use of simple gadgets such as smartphones for one to shoot and produce a short film. This is therefore explains why Kenya should, as a matter of urgency, prioritize the growth of the film sector through a multi-sectoral approach involving national, county government and the private sector in a public-private partnership model. Now we look at the escalating growth of the film industry, and joining me in our conversation today is none other than I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Tevin Kimathi.
Tevin Kimathi. Introduce yourself more than that.
Oh, hi. My name is
Tevin
Kimathi of
Right.
Wansa. I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah.
I'm a producer, director. That's what I mainly do. I'm basically a storyteller. That's what I do. That's me.
Yeah. Okay. So just give us a little bit of background about what you do as a creative.
So for me, I think it was always predestined for me to be in the creative industry as a creative. But looking
Like
back,
a gift.
yeah, like looking back in primary school,
Yeah.
we'd create skits, like short skits.
Funkies.
Not really,
Yeah.
but small skits.
Yeah.
Then perform them during the closing days.
Right.
Fast forward to high school. I studied in school in Nakuru,
Yeah.
where drama wasn't really.
Yeah, it
When
wasn't
God
profound
came
as
through
well.
for them, we'd reach the counties.
Yeah.
And then go back to school. So
Okay.
then after high school, I got to join traveling theatre as an actor. Did traveling theatre for I think a term.
Yeah.
Then I realized this is not for me.
To where you are now.
Yeah, because I
Perfect,
did
yeah.
from traveling theatre, then
What exactly is traveling theatre?
I set books.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I did traveling theatre, then along the way I got to do musical and also got
Musical,
to...
that's
yeah, I did a
nice.
musical. That was my last performance as an actor,
Yeah.
where I decided to put acting on hold
Oh.
because my passion for production,
Yeah.
my passion
For
as an
acting.
actor. So
Right.
that's how I got into production. I mean, and till date, that's what I'm doing. I don't know if maybe one day I'll get back to acting. God knows.
All right. So tell us a bit about your experiences in the production space. How is it treating you?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
But let's say it's been, for me, it's been very accommodative in a way, I'd say. Because I got into the industry, I got to make the right connections, the right networks, because I believed in working with the mentors. So I used to attend workshops where I made the connection with the very right people. I got to work with mentors
Yeah.
who have been of impact to me
Yeah.
in my career as a creative, and yeah, I'd say the industry has been very accommodative for me as a creative, and it hasn't been really a smooth path, but it's been a good one.
Just like every other career, right? It's usually not a smooth path, but you know the end is, of course, the best. Do you mind mentioning some of these mentors that you actually work with?
Wow, so veteran, I don't know if you know him. His name is Justin Mirishi, and the wife Mildred Sakina.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been very instrumental to
Yeah.
me. Also with a couple of my friends who still do acting.
Right.
Likes of my colleagues, his name Francis Ouma,
Yeah.
Joy, Monet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think I'd
okay.
mention.
This COVID-19 has been really hard, and it's been in the picture for a while. throughout 2020, and of course so many things have stalled. I'm guessing, not even guessing, it's a fact that I mean the theaters were closed down.
True.
To date, what are the challenges that you're facing from 2020 to Kikujevi 2021?
So I remember when COVID hit.
Yeah.
First of all, I think 2 days before schools were closed down, we were working. I had a client, which was an institution.
Yeah.
So we had received half our money.
Half the money, yeah.
And then we were to deliver our work,
Yeah.
then get paid. So till date, COVID-19.
Did you ask for a refund?
I don't know. but we're still trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
But also remember, COVID really hit hard because at that time we were working on a pilot for a series we've been developing from 2019. But it really became expensive for us because like for the old actors, they were really scared about their health,
COVID-19, the health,
because you know on sets social distance.
Hakuna social distance, hakuna kuvaa mask, nini.
We tunaweza vaa mask, but especially for the actors, there are scenes whereby people need to be close to each other, which couldn't really work because of the COVID-19 regulations. So it actually became very expensive for us to shoot during that time. So we're still on hold.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully,
so like nothing is moving.
Nothing was really moving because I remember even like the big productions were put on hold.
Yeah. So it's really taking a toll.
But we're coming back.
Not just you, but just everybody. It's really taking a toll on the creative.
Everyone. I don't know.
And I just want to ask a question. I mean, we're seeing people from the diaspora, not even diaspora, huko majuu, Tyler Perry has gotten back to filming. Walt Disney is getting back to filming. It's like the government has put incentives in place, not incentives, but measures in place to make sure guys are safe. Do you think that the government is doing the same for you right here in Kenya?
Not very sure, but I think it's slowly coming back to life. Theater is back.
Right.
But kidogo too. Theater is back. I think the government is helping the industry get back together, but I believe they can do more.
Yeah.
So we can get back to work. I enjoy theater so much, so I need to, because back then, like every weekend, that there will be a show at Allianz, Kenya National Theatre, but that now, maybe you get a show once a month. Yeah.
Anyway, so the creative industry in Kenya has been so tremendous. It's now escalated, or it's spread to a point where now it's just not about theater. We're seeing people doing theatrics on Instagram. We're seeing people doing a lot of movies. Now the space of movies is getting bigger, as now we're delving into Netflix. We're delving into, an international space. What do you think about that?
I think this clearly shows that there is demand for our stories.
Yeah.
For the African story, the Kenyan stories. People have learned to appreciate our stories.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be right to say right now Hollywood are kind of lacking stories, so they come back to Africa, because Africa, we have a lot of stories that we are yet to tell, but with very let's say minimal resources. So for them, it's them coming to Africa, coming to Kenya. To
tell the stories, they have good stories.
To tell the stories, which isn't really a good thing, because remember, our stories are best told by us.
Yeah.
Because how would you expect Akamuzungu come tell a story of a boy raised in Mathare?
Yeah.
He's never experienced that.
Right.
Yeah, but it's a good thing, because also in terms of distribution and marketing, even for our own stories created by us, the kind of Netflix coming into the country, that really shows that we need to keep on creating more content, because there is demand for our content.
What I'm hearing you say is that in terms of marketing, maybe the lack of, is it lack of funding, or they should fund us, right? And we tell the stories, right?
I think maybe because co-productions would work.
Co-productions, yeah, like Kevin Hart is doing right now with Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Yeah, but I think for us as a country, the biggest challenge is distribution, distribution of content, because you have your movie ready, you've done your premiere, then what next?
Okay, so would you say that there are many opportunities that have allowed you as Tevin to get jobs and grow your brand further?
I'd say I've learned to create opportunities.
You yourself?
Yeah, because also for myself.
Yeah.
Because it's not often that you'd find maybe crew calls for, we're looking for producers, we're looking for directors.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a scenario whereby you'd see a corporate, not really, let's say Safaricom put out a call, we're looking for production house to do ABC, a commercial, but so I've been doing proposals. So I do a proposal, it's there to shoot your shot, there's nothing much there's nothing wrong that will happen if you do shoot your shot. So doing proposals and getting to send the proposals to people I've been wanting to work with has given me the opportunities and given me jobs to work on.
Right, so let's just take one or two last questions. And this is somebody who's asking, what would you say Kenyans are doing enough to ensure this growth movement in the Kenyan space?
Pardon?
What would you say Kenyans are doing enough to ensure that the growth movement is in the Kenyan space?
Well, let me start with the audience, with the Kenyan audience. I think for a long time, the Kenyan audience hasn't been really watching Kenyan.
Yeah.
With Tom and Jerry imeingia theaters. People will flock theaters for Tom and Jerry, but when I do a premiere for my movie, maybe I'd feel my premiere with my colleagues and friends, but it's slowly changing. People are appreciating Kenyan content, so people are coming more to the cinemas.
That's cool.
People are coming to the theaters to watch our content. Yeah.
All right, so somebody else is asking, with COVID-19 still in the picture and the creative sector being one of the major hits during this time, what are the things you are anticipating for yourself as Tevin this year?
Wow, well, if all goes well, because this is the year, I've been working on a theatrical play. Hopefully, if things go well, I'm gonna do it probably around August. Yeah.
That's it. Anyway,
also for that, because we worked on we're currently in post-production for a production we did last year. Right. Hopefully, we get to hit the cinemas as well through the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go, maybe just shout out to the people that are watching you. Maybe tell us, first of all, tell us a little bit about, like the things that we should look out for, or maybe something that you've done that we should go check out, and then we sign out. Okay,
so I think this is the very first time we're introducing this.
Yeah.
So we worked on a short film. I won't announce the title of the film today, but you can follow Low Life Films, LAW Life, Low Life Films. You can follow me on Kimathi_Tevin on social media. That's where basically you can get our works.
Yeah.
We'll keep you updated on what is coming.
What's coming.
Yeah.
Guys, keep updated. Keep up with Tevin, of course, on his social media platforms. That has been on eTalk. We're talking about the creative space and, of course, how badly it's been hit by COVID-19. But guys, we're taking a short commercial break. We'll be right back.